Hey YouTube friends, and welcome back to the channel. I'm in my makeshift shed slash, it was supposed to be, I built it out to be a recording studio a few years ago, right before we had, I think, our third once in a century flood within about 12 years, I think it was. So now we just keep motorbikes and other stuff in here. But anyway, I'm here with the BMW. One of the things that I've noticed over the course of the ownership, the 50-point safety, the 50-point comprehensive check that Pro Cycles did, I'm really happy with, because it appears as though mainline motorcycles were able to confirm that everything that they checked over was in mint condition. But one thing I've noticed is that the bike won't start in first gear with the clutch pulled in, and it looks like it's down to one thing, which is this little switch here, so which is the clutch switch. So this one is the replacement one I ordered, and I'm going to replace the one that's in there with this one and hope that this resolves the problem. So basically it's got two little switches on the top. When you pull the clutch in, you can hear one there, so one there, and one there. So these ones are engaging. Now I know that that one is working. So the initial clutch pull, so which is, I believe is this one here, is to disengage the cruise control. Now that's definitely working. But the one that tells your bike that the clutch is pulled all the way in so that you can start the bike even in first gear, which is particularly helpful when you're off-road in mud, take my word for it, is not. So you have to rebalance the bike, find neutral, which is easier said than done sometimes on this bike, particularly when you're balancing it in mud. And yeah, so I'm hoping that by popping this in, you can resolve the problem. I've also seen people, they've noted that by taking out and bending these little, these levers here upwards, taking them back to their original position, you can actually get some more life out of this switch, which I might try, and I'll keep the other switches like a bit of a backup. But in the meantime, let's see if replacing this does the job. So the tools I need is obviously the switch, Torx screws. You need a T9 apparently, and I've just got some needle nose pliers for when I decide to unclip the clip from the wiring harness, and also to bend the metal tabs back on the old switch. All right, wish me luck. Okay, so this is not easy to get to, but basically here's our clutch, the clutch pivot point, and this is a little T9 Torx that we need to remove, and that's the switch there itself. And that's where it plugs into this wire that sends it off to the ECU, I assume. So let's see if we can get that out now.
So tight, ooh, yeah. Fingers flying, bringing joy all night. Ooh, hard-working man with a heart so wide. For the little village project, he's our pride. Riding his bike through the Aussie sun, clearing his mind on the open road. Been the basis, oh, he's the man. Been rocking the world.
Okay, so that's come out easy enough, but you can see it's absolutely filthy. Yeah, the contacts look pretty dirty and worn. But Yeah, I wish I had some contact cleaner for inside there because that's pretty grotty. But I might see what I've got. I think I've got some compressed air in a can, which I might bring over and give it a clean on the bike end before I plug the other one in. Okay, so I'm just about to install the new switch. So I've given the contacts in here as good a clean as I can. You can see it's got two tabs in here. This one slots into a little, like a not to be vulgar, a male insert that goes into this part here. And then this is where your screw goes through. So I'm just going to reuse the same screw, which goes through there. So let's get our okay, so that's on. Okay, that did not want to go in, and I didn't want to force it in, but once it's sat in there, it's so snug, it's not coming out again. So, but it's not forced in there, it just sort of slotted in really satisfyingly. So we'll pop the screw in next, if I can see. There we go. Okay, 2 definite clicks, so we're looking good. Tighten it up, but not too much. Okay, here's the moment of truth. All right, so it's in gear. Clutch in. Forgive the camera angle. Perfect. Well, that solved that problem. I think out of curiosity, what I might do now is quickly give the old one a bit of a clean up and see if I can get that to work as well and keep it as a spare, because apparently this is a common issue.
With 3 Oak Road, the band takes flight. Okay, Steph and Chris jamming every night. Ooh, yeah. Lifelong friends, they cherish them true. Together they shine, making dreams come true. Yeah. Motor revving, wheels on fire, chasing horizons. His soul inspires. Been the bassist, oh, he's the man. Rocking the world with his master plan. Melanie's love, boys by his side. William and Charlie, they beam with
Okay, out of interest sake, I cleaned and adjusted the old switch just to see if that would make any difference whatsoever. So I've got it in first gear, pulled the clutch in, heard both clicks, hitting the starter. There we go. So I could have saved myself a little bit of money just by doing that. But anyway, I'll put the new one back in regardless. Okay, so that's really great news. I've got the new one installed, it's working well. I've got the old one cleaned up and working fine, so I'm going to keep that as a spare, probably maybe with my toolkit because it's so small it'll fit under the seat, or yeah, maybe in the top box or something. But that's I'm really happy with that outcome. The other thing is I tried to source these in Australia, and most of the places I found them, they're about $90 to $150 for this little switch. I tried my old mate AliExpress, cost me $38 delivered, and yeah, this says made in China on it. So I'm glad I didn't pay $90 to $150 or whatever on it, because it would have come from China anyway, unless this was a replacement one. But anyway, it's working. That's all that matters. Hopefully it stays working. It was an easy fix. If I can do it, you know it's easy. So I hope this video is helpful. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments. But otherwise, thanks for watching.